Welcome to the Wallace Civic Center in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I'm Drew Davis. We have an awesome bout today. Myself and my announce partner, Kara, will be calling the action for you here live here. We got an awesome bout today, but first we're going to go through the officials for today's bout. Head official, Phoebe and Shay. Also Matt Peterson. P.I. Sideswipe, Ghost, Sonic Doom, Kitty Doom, and Matt. Yep. Those will be your officials skating and non-skating for today's bout. We'll be doing the intros right around 5 minutes to 3. We'll be bringing out the visiting team, the Western Mass Furies, out of Wilbraham, Massachusetts. They have been skating as a team since 2014. Should be a very exciting bout, and we'll be getting at it right around 3 o'clock. Thank you. announce the starting lineup for the visiting team. Established in 2014 out of Wilbraham, Massachusetts. Would you all rise up and please welcome the Western Mass Furies. All right, first up, wearing number 1066, the Pork Chop Express. Wearing number 109, Bella LeBron. Wearing number 113, Spank Robert. Wearing number 12, Them Fatal. Wearing number 19, Rogue. Wearing number 27, Lilith of the Valley. Wearing number 44, give it up for Hellcats. Wearing number 626, Rash. Wearing number 72, Raven. Wearing number 84, F-Bar. Give it up for number 855, Gallup Slayer. Give it up number 97, Tough Ass Sales. And wearing number 999, give it up for Lanny Drew. And last but not least, the captain of the West Mass Furies, number 631, Jack Rollo. Bench coach is Motani. Give it up for your 2000. Give it up by Western Mass Furies. Now to Para with the Big State Brawlers.
Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals, to welcome our Bay State Brawlers. We're going to start with number 1112, BF Skinner. We're going to continue with number 126, Low Mean. Number 14, Molly Walnuts. Number 15, Burstin' Bubbles. Number 1632, Swedish Meat Brawl. Number 22, Narwhal. Number 222, Cool Story Bro. Number 2468, Number 2468, Sis Boom Bonnie. Sis Bills and Hooks. Number 33, Double Dog Daria. Number 508, Go Frost Yourself. Number 62, Damsel of Distress. Number 7897, Unholy Ship. Number 802, Castle. And number 925, Dolly Parton. Welcome Bay State Brawlers to their last home game of the season.
Thank you, Karen. Awesome job, bringing out the Brawlers tonight. It's going to be an awesome bout. All-World Jammer Landon Crew. Also, the artist formerly known as Lane. A lot of grizzled veterans on this Furies A team here. Jammer number 508, Go Frost Yourself. That's Lammy, right? That's Lammy. Number 999, Lammy Crew. One of the most dynamic jammers in New England. Good blocking so far on Bay State, but here goes Lammy. Lammy through a lead jammer status. Like I said, Lammy's in skating. Also through the initial pass. Go cross yourself, Lammy. Point scoring position. Breaks on through for 4, calling it off. Quick 4-0 for the Furies as they start the battle.
Up on the jammer line, we've got kills and hooks for Bay State. Number 97 for Western Mass.
Tough as nails.
Tough as nails. Picking up that lead jammer position. Tough as nails making it through, picking up 4 points.
Ooh, nice block there.
Good blocking from both
Skinner right there.
Yeah, Skinner.
Right there.
Knocking out the jammer.
Might have been,
Oh, yeah. Correction, that's Peter Sweet Brawl.
8 points so far.
8 points so far for Western Mass.
Cool story on the start.
Cool story, bro. We've got the star pass, but coming into scoring position, that is the jam's call.
I think that was 10 points. I think that was 11 points on that jam there by Tough as Nails. Actually, 7-point jam there for Tough as Nails.
Should have been 11.
All right, back to the jam line. 2-4-6-8. That is 2-4-6-8. Says Blue Bonnie on the jam line. Says from the most veteran. Okay, it will be a power jam situation. For 626 crash card. 855 Dallas Slayer, excuse me. We are up. Okay. Okay. We're going to have a little do-si-do in the penalty box. But the Furies jammer will only have to serve the amount of time that the Bay State Brawlers jammer is serving. Here comes his new money. Sis is one of the original skaters from the Providence roller derby back in the day. Helped find massive tackle over me as well when I found him. Been skating for 18 years. Nice block there, Bell of the Brawl. Like I said earlier, Bell's been skating since 2014. Here comes. This is a great block in there.
Molly
Walnuts, but still not through. Galislaya back from the box. But getting knocks. Great recycle block by Burst of Bubbles. Great defense both teams in this jam. Very defensive jam. I don't think any points have been scored yet. Sis is through. Still, that might have been just initial battle. Another penalty on Galislaya, 2-1 jam. Sis Boomani on a power. Jam situation. Or 30 seconds, whatever. 30 seconds. All penalties are 30 seconds. Sis Boomani gets knocked down there by Bell of the Brawl. Great block by the pivot bell lock. And that is the end of the jam. Great defense by both teams there. I think it ended up being a 2-minute 0-0.
Wow, Drew, you really saw the defensive side of being in the pack as a jammer there. Bay State did pick up 1 point. We've got Castle on the jammer line for Bay State, starting in a power jam position.
Penalty on the pivot for Furies.
Penalty on the pivot for the Furies. Castle coming into scoring position. Double Dog Daria clearing the way for Castle. Picking up 4 points.
Got away with it. How to pull
Unholy Ship sticking with that jammer. Castle calling the jam. Castle calling the jam. Castle picking up four more points for the Bay State Brawlers.
Their jam was 11 today, right?
All right, it's 13-5 right now in favor of Western Mass Furies. That was an 8-point jam there. For the Brawlers.
Go Frost yourself.
Yeah, go Frost yourself. Get through. Lead jammer status. Number 508, go Frost yourself. Also through.
Them Patel.
Number 12, Them Patel. Big block there. By 72. All right, appears to be 3 points scored there. It is 13-12 in favor of the Ravens. 3 points for Bay State on that. Game's getting real close, Carol.
Who is that for Western?
Oslam. 999, let me through.
We've got number 999 Lammy through. Kills and hooks hooks and kills. For Bay State. Lammy through, picking up the lead jammer position. Hooks and kills not giving up. Lemmy through, finding cool story through, waiting on the inside for a big hit.
Oh my god.
And again, straight into Unholy Ship and calling the jam. That's an 8-point jam for Lemmy through.
Yeah, Lammy does some things on skates. Yeah, Lammy does some things right there on that turn 3-4 apex, which is awesome to watch. Awesome stuff to watch.
For the chairman.
468, Sis Boom Bonnie.
2468, Sis Boom Bonnie. Brawlers.
Them Patel.
Yep, number 97, tough as nails. Both jammers meeting a lot of resistance from the pack. Huge wipeout block there by Molly Walnuts. Still no lead jammer status. BF Skinner going to the box. Now player going to the box. Also player Furies. Raven 72 going to the box. And through lead jammer status. Tough as nails for 11-point jam earlier today. Great blocking, Bella LeBron getting through the 4 points there. Tough as nails, calling it off. Big 4-0 for the Furies.
They added more points. 8 points.
8 points there for tough as nails. Makes score 21-12 or 23-12.
Up on the jammer line, we have Castle for Bay State, Galaslea for Western Mass. Castle picking up lead jammer. Castle calling the jam before Galaslea can get into scoring position.
It's either 1 or 2 points. 2 points, Bay State. What the heck was that? Big metal crashing sound.
I dropped the water bottle.
It
ball, trying to ask him to let it go. 20-foot rule. You cannot engage the jammer unless you're within 20 feet of the jammer. That's why Isabella discontinued blocking there. Bay State jammer meeting a lot of resistance.
Go frost yourself.
Go frost yourself 508. Okay, trying to get through. Walk through tight row. Beautiful recycling block there by Bay State. Narwhal number 22. Getting through. 4 points there for Go Frost yourself. Frosty is lead jammer.
The hat. The scarf ended up in the middle of the.
I can't mention that.
Getting through 4 more points. Go Frost yourself. Bay State's cut the lead down to 4 points. 8 points for Frosty. Go Frost yourself. 508 trying to break through. Yeah, and walk the tightrope. Nice hit by 84 F-bomb there with a recycle. Jackalope trying to the captain, setting the pack up. Here's to number 12, Ben Patel. Is your jammer.
Is that a star stash?
I'm not sure if that was a star pass or star stash. But as it is,
Does it say 23 on there? Does it say 10?
12-point jam there. 12-point jam. Who has 20 of the 25 points so far, Kara?
On the jammer line, we've got Lemmy through and kills and hooks. Lemmy through, cruising through the pack with some fancy footwork. Swedish meat brawl, an unholy ship, holding that blocking position against Lammy. Kills and hooks being also met with a brick wall from Western Mass, number 44. Lammy through, makes it through the pack with Swedish meat brawl, not giving up until the last second. Lammy through, finding a hole on the outside once again.
I think Lammy's looking at 16 so far. In a power jam situation now for number 4.
Star pass. Lammy through, calling the jam. 20 points for Western Mass Roller Derby. What a jam for Lammy through.
Yep, Lammy just can't really put the points up to make any mistakes. Lammy is on. You are in trouble. And it's going to be a power start once again for the Furies. After the game was tied.
What's the score right now?
43-25 in favor of the Western Mass. Here we go. Who's the jammer? Getting through there. Tough as nails, 97. Already 2 mega jams so far. We're tough as nails tonight, and 11 and 8 on a power jam. Here comes tough as nails, point scoring position. Beautiful block there, Molly Walnuts. Also back in is the jammer for Molly Walnuts gets sent to the box. Trying to make a full pass and doing so. Tough as nails. 4 big points for the Furies. Extending the lead to 49. To 25. And point scoring position. Oh, Jukes, great move, getting by Skinner. Has to let go. 8-point Mega Jam. 8-point tough as nails. Third Mega Jam of the day. Here comes tough as nails. Point scoring position once again. Getting blocked though. Great block. Getting for Person Bubbles with a recycle. Trying to break through again. Tough as nails. Calling it off.
How many more points did you say? Like 3? Is it?
All right, 10-point jam there. 10-point jam. Tough as nails. Penalties hurting Bay State right now. In the early going here. Score is 55. Or is it 53-25 in favor of the Furies?
We've got Castle and Gallislea on the Dreamer line. Gallislea stopped by Unholy Ship. But then picking up the lead jammer position. Number 27 for the Furies picking up a penalty. Strong hard blocking from the Western Mass Furies, number 626. I can say it now. Okay. Star Pass, the cool story, bro. The jam is called.
All right, for you fans that are new to Derby, you notice at some points we're not talking about the jammer. The jammer takes the helmet cover off. What we call the stash. We cannot announce it or on a star pass until the helmet cover is put on properly. All we can mention that player is as a blocker. That is part of the protocols of roller derby. That's Lammy, right? That's 999. Lammy through, going against 508. Go Frost yourself. Lammy already with 8 and 20-point Mega Jams today. Call Lammy one of the biggest thrill rides in roller derby. Phenomenal jammer, but lead jammer status. Great job there. Go Frost yourself. Frost, Lammy. Showing you some speed and some skill. Frost, Lammy. Going at it. Frost calls it off. 1 point though for Go Frost yourself. Good job. Anytime you get lead jammer status off Lammy, you are putting in work.
And smart to keep Lammy through out of that scoring position. We've got kills and hooks back on the jammer line with. Is that tough as nails? I believe that's tough as nails. Hard, tight pack there. Is that tough as nails? That's what I thought. Tough as nails, picking up lead jammer. Kills and hooks using the shirt whip.
Good block by 19 Rogue.
Good block by number 19 Rogue from the Furies. Number 97 calling off the jam. That's 4 more points for Western Mass.
63-25 right now. It says 3 on the scoreboard. That's not 1.
I got young people.
I see it now. Yeah, they changed it.
All right, 61-25 right now. Furies. The game was tied at 25 all. They're on a 36-0 run right now. Sis Bumani, 2468 for the Bay State Brawlers. There's 855, Gallislea, great determination. Spin the whole ram and getting through. Gallislea, lead jammer for the Western Mass Furies. Also through, Sis Bumani. Sis, I tell you, elite jammer back in the day, and still a roller derby player. Gallus leg is blocked. Great inside move, Sister Monty. Inside move, Sister Monty.
4 for 6, 3.
3 points for Bay State on that. 3 points for Bay State. Ending the run there, cutting the lead. Ending the run there, cutting the lead. 28. 63-28. Timeout, Bay State Brawlers. Timeout, Bay State Brawlers. Kara, let's talk about the second bout and sponsors and all that stuff. Sponsors and all that stuff.
Our sponsor today is Bay State Brawlers Roller Derby. Bay State Brawlers Roller Derby.
Yeah.
We invite everyone to make sure you're participating in merch or participating and support our league in a way that, you know, this brings so many people together, and we appreciate everyone who comes into the Bay State Circle, and we appreciate everyone who's come to our games. We want to say thank you to everybody. It's been a great season so far. So don't forget, there's 50-50 raffles. I know I saw Destroya walking around with Chuck-a-Chickens to sell. Chuck-a-Chicken, you buy a rubber chicken, and between the two games, fans will try to throw a rubber chicken from the edge of the track into a trash can. It's a good time. Additionally, don't forget we have our fan favorites jars down at the end of the ring. Brawlers put out jars to compete on who gets enough coins to be deemed a fan favorite. And that's the end of timeout. We're back to Derby.
Is that DM Skinner? Shannon?
No, that's Castle.
Some multi-numbers on there. Look like 4 numbers. That's Lammy, definitely.
Yeah, that's
Lammy,
Castle
definitely.
and Lammy. Skinner's over there.
Castle, yeah.
We got Castle and Lammy through on the jammer line.
Skinner will jam occasionally. Skinner's do that. Skinner can do anything to that. Great player. Started at Word back in the day. Oh, man. Just the dexterity.
Bay State really trying to step up the defense against Lammy Adder's speed and footwork. Unholy shit. Trying hard till they picked up that penalty. Lammy Adder picking up lead jammer, but Castle making it through the pack. Lammy calls the jam after picking up 1 point.
That was 2 points, Karen.
My apologies, that's 2 points for Western Mass, bringing us to 28-65.
Yes, indeed, sister. Furies definitely have been clamping. Bay State Brawlers have been clamping down on this defense here. The last couple jams. Furies haven't been able to unleash like they were earlier. Here we go, 508, go cross yourself. She wants to get things icy out here. Go cross yourself. Trying to break through. Great blocking of the Furies. As Femme Fatale. Howard. Lead jammer status. Going. Go cross yourself. Nope. Femme Fatale also threw an initial pass. Go cross yourself. Trying to rack up a big. Full jam calling it off. There may be points for both teams. 4 for Bay State for Frosty. 2 for them Fatale and Bay State. It's 68-32 now.
That was an exciting jam, Drew. It's really interesting to watch Bay State change their strategy after seeing the different kinds of jamming coming from Western Mass.
Yeah, good coaching on the part of Bay State there. Very good coaching on the part of Bay State there. They have a lot of veteran players, veteran coaches, and are making great adjustments.
Looks like we have an official review. Stand by. got kills and hooks. We've got kills and on hooks. The jammer line for Bay State. On the jammer line for Bay State. Tough as nails for Western Mass Roller Derby. Kills and hooks, finding the outside wide open, picking up the lead jammer position. Picking up the lead jammer position. Huge block by the pivot up from Western Mass. But great recovery by Kills and Hooks, calling the jam. Calling the jam.
Yeah, very exciting jam, high impact. Very exciting jam. Pivot for the Furies has been involved a lot of blocks.
Do we get the number on the pivot? Do we get the number on the pivot?
3-0, 3 for Bay State. 3-0, 3 for Bay State.
There we go, 2-4-6-8. Monty playing defense. You can do that. Roll this. Play defense, offense, all the same. Defense, offense, all the same. Going up against Wallace, 8-5. Wallace also plays for Hartford area. Having an impressive season. Lead jammer status, Wallace. Trying to break through Monty. Nice block there. First bubble, save a couple points with that block. Okay, they get another blocker in from the box to help out with the blocking, but Calislea walks the tightrope, gets through. 4 points. Still trying to make an initial pass. Is this Monty? Huge hit there for Bella the Brawl. Trying to make some more points, calling it off. Skinner got the star pass, but calling it off was Calislea. 3 more points. I think that was 7-point jam for Calislea. As it appears to be 75. 75-35. 40-point lead for the Furies.
How much time left in the half?
4 minutes to go in the half, Kara.
We've got Lammy through and Castle up on the jammer line. Lammy through with the fancy footwork, getting around that outside edge. Castle finding a similar opening. What an explosive jam, Drew.
That is amazing.
The Brawlers laughing as Lammy Adder slams into the wall with some fancy footwork. We got 7 on the board.
All right, with 7 points there for Lammy. I mean, you got your money's worth just by that jam there by Lammy. That was just off the charts.
Okay, who's jamming for us?
Frost yourself.
Go Frost yourself 508.
For them?
12. Then Fatal. 12. Then we'll be jamming for the Furies. Here we go. Nobody in the box. Still 5-on-5 action down there. Here comes Ben Fatal breaking through. Lead jammer status. Still no initial pass yet. Or go Frost yourself. Bell the Brawl. Doing a great job at the pivot position. Frosty's through an initial pass. Trying to break through for a full pass right now. Ben Fatal gets through. 4 big points. Calling it off and see. 4 points. I think it was a 4-0 there, but that was a Fatal in the Western Mass Furies. And 2 points for the Brawlers. Great hustle there. And back to Karen.
Kills and hooks and tough as nails back on the jammer line. Tough as nails, picking up lead jammer after finding an open inside line. Kills and hooks completing the initial pass. Swedish meat brawl. Picking up some excellent blocking. Right as tough as nails calls the jam.
Score now 86-37 in favor of the Western Mass Furies. Here's to be 855 Wallace for the Furies. 2468. Who assists annihilates his boom body. I used to be here around I used to play in Providence, used to say that. They had all kinds of catchphrases for the players. Nice recycling block there. I think that was Swedish meat brawl. Done a great job in the blocking. Walking the tightrope, getting through. Wallace. Lead jammer status for the Furies. Bay State trying to get the jammer through right now. Needing a lot of resistance. Here comes point scoring position. Wallace walks the tightrope. Gets recycled. Great job by Darlo. Living up to the name there. Still. This move money meeting a lot of resistance. Bell the ball. And the, great block for Bella there. Great block by Bella. 4 more points there for Wallace.
Is that 4 or 8 for Wallace?
4 points as far as Wallace trying to go for a mega jam here. Trying to break through. Good block there by Wilson Bubbles. Falling it off. Total of 6 points that jam for Wallace. 92-37 lead, and this will be halftime, fans. We're going to intermission with the score. Your Bay State Brawlers 37. The Western Mass Furies with 92. Thank you.
It says intermission on the scoreboard.
I got it turned off. They had like a cranberry walnut something that looked so good.
Try the vegan baked goods.
Ten.
Mass Furies.
Yeah,
keep
I
it
didn't
in.
even remember to bring it up. Yeah, I didn't even remember to bring it up. That was 1 point for Frosty and 4 for Lammy. That was one. Up now on the jammer line, we got kills and hooks. And up now on the jammer line, we got kills and hooks. And them Fatal, both finding a very densely packed. Both finding a very densely packed. Officials wanting to have Cool Story Bro checked out by medics. Thank you to our volunteer EMT staff and our refs for always keeping skaters' safety at the forefront. Big hand for Cool Story Bros skating back off the rink. Big hand for Cool Story Bros skating back off the rink. Giving that jam another try, we've got kills and hooks and them Fatal. Giving that jam another try, we've got kills and hooks and them Fatal. Burst and Bubbles with the fluid movement. Kills and hooks, Burst and Bubbles lead with jammer. The fluid movement. Kills and hooks, picking up lead jammer. Them Fatal making their way through the pack. Them Fatal making their way through the pack. Kills and hooks calling the jam before Them Fatal could get into the scoring position. Kills and hooks calling the jam
great block
before
there by Crash
Them
Card
Fatal
as
could
well.
get into the scoring position.
Yeah, Crash Card 626.
Yeah,
really
great block
qualified
there
a
by
lot of
Crash
points there
Card
for
as
the
well.
Furies. Yeah, Crash Card 626.
I mean, for the Brawlers.
Points there for the Furies. 2468. This is Boomani on the jam line for Bay State. 2468. This is Boomani on the jam line for Bay State.
Is that
Tough as Nails, number 97 for the Furies. Tough as Nails, number 97 for the Furies. Sis Boomani trying to break through, being held out. Bella the Brawl forming a human wall. Bella the Brawl also springing the jammer with that great blocking. Forming a human wall. Bella the Brawl also lead jammer status with that great blocking. Tough as Nails. Tough as Nails goes through. Meets some resistance. Tough as Nails goes through. Holy shit, 78-97. Getting through though, 4 big points for the Furies. 78-97. Says Boomani still on the initial pass. Still trying to break through. Says Boomani. Bella the Brawl is so fluid. They're still trying to break through out there. Great job getting through again. Tough as Nails, Mega Jam, 8 points so far. Great job getting through again. Tough as Nails, Mega Jam, 8 points so far. Whoa, good job there for Sis sneaking up on Tough as Nails. Tough as Nails says, I'm going to call it off. That was an 8-point Mega Jam for Tough as Nails. Making the score 105 that was an 8-39 in favor of the Furies. Making the score 105.
There's something so exciting when there's jammer on jammer contact. There's something so exciting when the teams having a lot of fun out there, despite the points disparity. You can just see the teams having a lot of fun out there, despite the points disparity. Castle and Galaslea on the jammer line. Castle and Galaslea on the jammer line. Galaslea trying to find that inside line, blocked by Narwhal. Galaslea trying managing to fight her way through, picking up lead jammer position. But managing to fight her way through, picking up lead jammer position. Castle having a harder time finding a hole in the defense for the Furies. Castle having a harder time finding a hole in the defense for the Furies. Skinner, Narwhal, and Burst and Bubbles forming a great wall and Burst and Bubbles till Bubbles takes the fall and Galaslea forming a great wall till Bubbles takes the fall and Galaslea calls.
You see that? The officials pointed to both people for lead there. You see that? The officials pointed to both people.
All right, we're coming back to action. 999. Lemmy Adler's going to be on the jam line. All right,
Jam
we're
for
coming
us.
back to action. 999. Lemmy
Frosty.
Adler's going to be on the jam line. We'll frost yourself.
Frosty.
One mega jam so far this half. That's been 97. Tough as nails with 8-pointer. One mega jam so far this half. But it appears to be nails with 8-pointer. But player in the box for the Furies.
It's official timeout.
Player in the box for the Furies.
It's official timeout.
All right.
Who is jamming for us?
Frosty,
All right.
go frost yourself.
Once again, by the way, go frost yourself will be jamming for the Brawlers against 999. Once again, by the way, Lenny Brew for the Western Mass Brawlers against 999.
Now there
Lenny Brew
seems to be
for the Western Mass
viewer
Brawlers.
timeout. Now there seems to be
Team timeout?
We have official timeout right now. Official timeout. I'd like to thank Bay State Brawlers. Let me get on the mic here. Brings back a lot of memories. Back in 2012, the first team other than Pioneer Valley Roller Derby that I announced for was Bay State. They came and played us up at the fairgrounds in Northampton, and one of their players says, "Hey," I'm like, "Oh, all right, I can do that." That's a lot closer to my house. Is when I started in Derby, there was no teams in the Central Mass region. When I started watching Derby in 2008. The closest team to me was Pioneer Valley out in Northampton, and Holyoke was where they would do their bouts back in the day. So that's when I got my start being involved in roller derby. Their bouts back in the day. So that's when I got my start being involved in roller derby. Thank all you fans for coming out, supporting these wonderful people on the track. All you fans for coming out, playing a full contact sport. Wonderful this year. There's been a lot of injuries on the teams I've announced for. Hopefully everyone can get well. I mean, there's been some relation ones. It's a full contact sport, and that always should be respected by everyone watching. It's a full contact. Do whatever you can. Get some shirts, get some baked goods. Support these wonderful people. Do whatever you can. Get some shirts, get some baked goods. Support. And it will be a 5-on-4 track edge for Bay State. Here we go. Lanny trying to break through as is for Bay State. Here we go. As is Frosty. As is Lanny bouncing on people like a pinball once again and getting through. Lead jammer status. Bell of the ball. Again on the block. Bell of the status. Bell of the ball. Again on the block. Bell of the Oh, Lanny. Great move there on the outside of the track. Inside out, outside in. Let me add her 4 points there. As you know, Bella is actually the all-time leading scorer. Her former team, the Pioneer Valley Roller Derby. Here comes Lanny. The all-time leading scorer, Western Mass Roller Derby. 8-point mega jam so far. The all-time leading scorer, and also seeing the pivot going into the box so far for the Furies. So next jam, the Furies will not be able to make a star pass for the 30 seconds that the pivot will be in the box. Not be able to make a star pass for the 30 seconds that the pivot will be in the box. Was that 8 for Landon?
Yeah, give it a 112.39. Oh, 118. Yeah, give it a 112.39.
Kills and hooks and then Fatale back on the jammer line. Kills and hooks and then Fatale back on the jammer line. Narwhal forcing them Fatale to the line, but finding their way around, but still being held up by Molly Walnuts. Finding their way around, but still being held up by Molly Walnuts. Kills and hooks picking up lead jammer as the blockers for Kills and hooks picking Western Mass Jammer has to reform the pack. Then Fatale finding their way through. them
Six
Pay
to six
Tao
crash
finding their
making
way
a
through.
Excellent
Six
block
to six
right as
crash
Kills and
making a-
Hooks calls the jam.
Excellent.
Looks like Molly Walnut's heading to the penalty box.
Calls the jam. Looks like Molly Walnut's heading to the penalty box.
All right, once again, thank Harley fans coming out today.
Is that
All
Frost?
right, once again, thank Harley fans coming out
That's
today.
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton, first jam today, number 925.
What's that for them?
First jam today, number 97, tough as nails for the Furies. Tied with Lammy with 97 mega jams so far. Those are jams at 8 or more points. Tied with Here comes Dolly Parton, first jam at all. First in through is tough as nails, number 97. Mr. Not Furies. First in through. Still no initial pass. Tough as nails, number 97. For Dolly Parton. Hits through Bella. Makes initial pass. Dolly Parton. 4 points though. For the Furies. As tough as nails says, okay. I'm calling this off. For the Furies, and tough as nails says,
4-0 is good enough for me.
I'm calling this off. 122 to 4-0 is good enough for me. The 39 lead for the Furies. Back to Kara. The 39 lead for the Furies. Back
Gallus
to Kara.
Leia and Sis Boom Bunny. Up on the jammer line. Gallus Leia and Sis Boom Bunny. Up on the jammer line. Gallus Leia finding an open inside line. Picking up lead jammer. Gallus Leia finding an open inside line.
Sis Boom Bunny trying to find the same kind of opening, having trouble.
Sis
Making
Boom
it past
Bunny
number
trying
44
to
and
find
number
the same
66.
kind of opening, having trouble.
Making it past number 44.
Number
and
44 called out on
66.
another penalty. Number 44 called out on another penalty. Gallus Leia calling the jam. Gallus Leia calling the jam. A track cut being called on number 626. Official review. A track cut being called by Coach Polytechnic for the Bay State Brawlers. Almost bad. I didn't think it was working, so I was turning it all the way up because it was just happened to be as the song was ending. So I almost started it at like full volume. It would have been like.
Oh, stuff happens, though, in this announcing game. Like, sometimes I'm doing bowling, I totally F stuff up. When you're doing something live, there's always going to be mistakes. It's like Rod Chilla told me, and the Rev Almighty, it's never going to be perfect. I maybe had, on my whole career, like 14 years, 2 or 3 bouts I may consider perfect or close to it.
Yeah.
There's always going to be mistakes. Just got to remember. Castle.
Yep.
All right, 999 Lammy, the Western Mass Furies going against 802 Castle for your Bay State Brawlers. Lammy, the Western Mass Furies going against 802 Castle for your Bay State Brawlers.
Did we lose the official review? Can you see the dot on that? It's just, yeah, it's too hard to see. Did we lose the official review? Can you see the dot?
All right, here we go.
It's too hard to see.
It is a 3-on-5 situation, and Lammy gets lead. That is huge. With 2 blockers in the box to be able to get lead for your team. You can just milk the clock and try to 2 blockers in the box to be able to get lead for your team. Even if you don't score, you're taking time away from the penalties. Great job by Lammy. Lammy juking, jiving, rock and roll in, getting through. That is 4 points for Lammy. Lammy juking, jiving, rock also through the initial pass. It's Castle. That is 4 points for Lammy. Lammy again in great point scoring position. Oh, what an inside juke. Knocking Bella down, unfortunately, from that. Oh, what an inside juke.
6 points.
Knocking Bella down, unfortunately, from that, but
5 points. 6 points.
Western Mass, 4
See the
for
2 on the second.
5 points for Western Mass Furies, 4 points there for the Brawlers, and we go back to Kara. 5 points for Western Mass Furies, 4 points there for the Brawlers, and we go back to Kara.
Who is that for them? Them Fatal? Them Fatal, and go frost yourself on the jammer line. Them Fatal, and go frost yourself on the jammer line. What happened? Slight technical review from the officials, I believe. 1 moment, folks. Technical review from the officials, I believe. 1 moment, folks.
I wonder if like Buzzy or Fuzzy retired. He used to work with like Buzzy or Fuzzy, Mass Attack, and Word. I see Buzzy this year. He retired. Mass Attack, and Word. I see Buzzy this year. Guy started out as security for Word, then SO for Word, then skating for Word. As security for Word, then SO for Word, then skating for Word.
Back to Derby. We've got Go Frost Yourself trying to find the outside line. Back to Derby. While Them Fatal picks up the inside, picking up lead jammer. While Them Fatal picks up the inside, picking up lead jammer. Go Frost Yourself in the penalty box, leaving Them Fatal in a power jam position. Go Frost Yourself in the penalty box, leaving Them Fatal in a power jam position. Calling the jam. Calling the jam.
Yeah, I think they would get a power start this jam, the Furies. Each penalty is at 30 seconds. If a player commits 7 penalties in a game, you will be ejected, like fouling out in a basketball game. If a player commits 7 penalties in a game, you will be ejected.
That out there, 9 tough nails.
I think so.
All right, number 97, tough as nails to the Furies on a power start. Here we go. 97, tough as nails. Power start. Cool story, trying to set up the path, combining there. Nice blocking, though. Again by Swedish Meatball. It's got an outstanding blocking game. 97 on the blocking sled. Any of you who play football would know that. Oh, great block, cool story, bro. Any of you who play football would know that. Yeah, great block. Once again, cool story, bro is not within 20 feet of the pack. Had to lift the chain and go and get lead status. For tough as nails, 97 for the Furies. In point scoring position. Breaking through 4 points. 97 tough as nails for the Furies. Breaking through 4 points. Tough as nails for the Furies. Star pass to 508. That is Go Frost Yourself. Trying to get some more points. Calling it off. 508. That is Go Frost Yourself.
4.3.
Trying to get some more points. Calling it off.
7-point jam. 0.3. I think so.
I think that was 7-point jam for Compass Nails. As we go back to Carroll, we score 140.
43.
As we 243. Carroll, we score 140.
43.
243.
Kills and hooks and Gallus Slay on the jammer line. Kills and hooks and Gallus Slay on the jammer line. Slay trying to find that outside line being met by Burst and Bubbles. Kills and hooks finding their way through, picking up the jammer. Kills and hooks finding their way through, picking up the jammer. Yeah, they do. Kills and hooks tiptoeing through the pack. Kills and hooks. Blockers being forced to let them go. Blockers being forced to let them go. Gallus Leia also clearing the pack. Gallus Leia also clearing Kills and hooks calling the jam. And Kills and hooks. High five between Gallus Leia and Kills and hooks there. High five between Gallus Leia and Kills and hooks. 4-point jam for Bay State.
Yeah, big jam there for Bay State. A lot of physicality in that jam. A lot of hustle by both jammers and a big jam there for Bay State. A lot of physicality. 2468, that is Cisco Bonnie for Bay State. Both jammers and a block against Lammy. 999. Lammy through. Here we go. Lammy trying to shoot through the middle. Getting stuffed. That was Civic Brawl. Here we go. Block. Once again, Civic Brawl and getting through. 2468. Once again, Civic is another Cisco Bonnie jammer. Lammy also threw the initial. High speed pass. Love it. Skate fast and hard. Lammy also threw. Here comes Sis. Getting through for a couple. Skate fast and hard. Here comes Sis. Getting through for a couple. 2 points for Cisco Bonnie. 1 point for Lammy through. Great jam. Great high speed action here. Cisco Bonnie. 1 point for Lammy through.
Drew, Sis Boombani skates with an intensity that not a lot of players can have. Drew and Sis Boombani skates with an intensity that not a lot of players can have. And she's a joy to watch. We've got Castle up on the jammer line against them Fatal. We've got Castle up on the jammer line against them Fatal. Number 44 back in the penalty box. Number 44 back in the penalty box. Castle making their way through, picking up lead jammer. Castle making their way through, picking up lead jammer. Molly Walnuts and BF Skinner and Swedish Meat Brawl holding on to them Fatal as long as they can. Burst and Bubbles forcing the recycle back behind the pack. As long as they can. Burst and Bubbles forcing the recycle back behind the pack. Back in.
Castle going for a mega jam.
The pivot, number 44 is back in.
Castle going for a mega jam. Oh, Castle. Inside Castle.
Castle being met with resistance, trying to force them to get to the point where the blockers have to regroup to form the pack. Being met with resistance, trying to force them to get to the point where the blockers have to regroup to form the pack. Not quite making it. Not quite making it. Castle calling the jam.
8 points.
After picking up 8 points. Castle solid jam by Bay State and by Western After picking up 8 points. Even without picking up any points, their defense really showed out that jam. Even without picking up any points, their defense really showed out that jam.
Slowing down Castle a bit. Castle with great hustle, great points. Slowing down Castle a bit. Castle for sure. We get back, it's going to be kills and hooks on the jam line for the Bay State It is 9:25, Dolly Parton, excuse me. You see, we are way up here. So we will make a mistake every once in a while. We try not to, though.
I got you, Dolly.
Dolly, great jammer.
Working 925. 925, that's why that's her number.
Kara, is this Dolly's first time on the A team, or?
Absolutely not. If I remember correctly, Dolly Parton is actually a transfer from Las Vegas roller derby. Bay State loves having her here.
Yeah, I remember now, yeah, I do. Transfer all the way from Las Vegas, wow. There will be a Fury in the box when we start. It'll be a 5-on-4 edge for Bay State, and that is what Bay State needs right now.
12 minutes left.
52 to 141.
57 for 141.
Right now it's 141 to 57 in favor of the Western Mass Furies.
How many minutes to go?
12 minutes. 12 and a half.
12 and a half minutes to go in the game when we get back. This is
Another official review?
Same one, I think.
this is
Another official?
Yep, second official review of the half. Official review. Teams can get a penalty, try to get a penalty called on the other team, a penalty removed from their team, and or a point scoring dispute. If they are deemed to be correct on their review, they get to keep their review. You get one per half. If you're not deemed to be correct on the review, then you lose your review for the remainder of the half, or in this case, be the remainder of the game. Once again, thank you everybody in the stands on both sides sitting by the track coming out for the Swanson Roll Derby today. Everybody in the stands on both sides sitting by the track coming out for the our second bout. You're gonna have Kara solo on the mic. It's gonna be our second the bout. Glitter versus the Goths. You're gonna have this will be exciting. It's gonna be an inter-team scrimmage. Glitter versus the Goths. Way back in the day in the history of the Bay State Brawlers. When they started, they had 3 home teams that were playing against each other. The Bay State Brawlers. When they started, they had an all-star team. They didn't have a B team. Then they started a B team, which back in the day were called the Brawler Broads. And they disbanded at some point. Back in the day were called the Brawler Broads. Here we go. And then they disbanded at some point the home team. Dolly Parton trying to break through, meeting some resistance from Bella LeBrawl. As well, Dolly Parton trying to break through, meeting some resistance from Bella LeBrawl. Excuse me, no, 72 Raven, 72 Raven. Bella getting penalized. Excuse me, for the Furies. 72 Raven, 72 Raven. Bella getting penalized. Bay State bringing it through. Here we go, Dolly Parton, your lead jammer. Bay State bringing it through. Here we go, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton, your lead jammer. Dolly Parton in point scoring position, breaking through. 4 points. Position, breaking through. 4 points. Okay, getting through. 4 more points.
Is that 8?
Okay, getting through. 8 points. Mega Champ Dolly Parton.
Is that 8?
8 points. Mega Champ Dolly Parton. Ooh, nice job there. Bella LeBrawl coming in from the box, re-engaging. Ooh, nice job there. Forcing a recycle of Dolly Parton. Re-engaging. Still, I don't think there's been an initial pass at the jammer here. Now there is for the Furies. Got the initial jammer here. Now there is for 97, tough as nails. Breaking through again. What a jam, Dolly Parton. For 97, tough as nails.
4 more, 12.
Through again. What a jam, Dolly Parton. Wow, big points for Dolly Parton.
4 more,
Guys, go frost yourself for the biggest jam of the event for the Brawlers.
Dolly Parton coming off of an injury, back with a vengeance. Dolly Parton coming off of an injury, back with a vengeance. Go frost yourself and then Fatal back on the jammer line. Go frost yourself and then Fatal back on the jammer line. Go frost yourself going into the penalty box. Leaving them Paytal in a power jam position. Into the penalty box. Leaving them Paytal in a power jam position. Great block by Lemmy through. Them Paytal picking up the 4. Great block by Lemmy through. Them Paytal picking up the 4. Low mean being forced to recycle back. Then Paytal picking up the low mean being forced to recycle back. Then Paytal picking up the 4 once again. Go frost yourself back in, ending the power jam for them Paytal. Go frost yourself back in, ending the power jam for them Paytal. Lemmy at her with a solid hip check to go frost yourself, forcing the recycle. Lemmy at her with a solid hip check to go frost yourself, forcing the recycle. Then Paytal making it through. Then Paytal making it through. That's a 12-point jam for them Paytal. That's a 12-point jam for them Paytal.
For the Furies. 153-64.
Yep. 153 to 64 here. 153 to 64 here. There we go. Breaking through, that is that's Galislea, Lee Jammers. There you go. Breaking through, that is trying to break through. Galislea, initial pass for Bay State. Here comes Galislea trying to make Bay State. Full pass. Nice block, through story throw. With a combo, but walking the tightrope, Galislea, 4 big points. Nice block, through story throw. Galislea trying to go for a combo, but walking the tightrope, Galislea, 4 big points. Had 3 or 4 mega jams as a member of the Pioneer Valley team a couple weeks ago. Trying to break through Galislea. Walking the tightrope, get through. 4 more points. 8-point mega jam, Galislea. Walking the tightrope, jam, get through. 4 more points. 8-point mega jam, Galislea. As the Furies extend their lead there by 8 points. As the Furies extend their lead there by 8 points.
Raven up on the jammer line, I believe for the first time this game. Up against 2-4-6-8. Who do you appreciate? Sis Boom Bunny. Up against 2-4-6-8. Who do you appreciate? Sis Boom Bunny.
While we got the stoppage, I'm Drew Danger. I'm going to go on the live stream and thank all you fans on the live stream. Plus, thank you, Bay State Brawlers. Let me announce this year. This is the final home game on the live stream. So I'll be seeing you again in 2025. Unless you come on the road, see me announce at Hartford or maybe some other places. Thank you all. Unless you come on the road, see me announce at Hartford or maybe some other places. Thank you all.
Raven and Sis Boom Bunny. Raven and Sis Boom Bunny. Raven being met with a brick wall that is Narwhal and Burst and Bubbles. Raven being met with a brick wall that is Narwhal and Burst and Bubbles. But Sis Boom Bunny being tossed around like a pinball. But Sis Boom Bunny being forcing the reform though. Sis Boom Bunny taking lead jammer position. Forcing the reform though. Sis Boom Bunny taking lead jammer position. Lammy through, forcing Sis back into the middle and forcing the recycle, but Sis finding the outside lane wide open, picking up 4 points. Recycle, but Sis finding the outside lane wide open, picking up 4 points.
Star pass to Lammy.
Star pass to Lammy Lemmy through.
Star pass to Lammy.
Sis Boom Bunny calling it. Lemmy through. Another great jam for Sis Boom Bunny. Sis Boom Bunny calling it. Another great jam for Sis Boom Bonnie. That was 8 more points for the Brawlers.
Yeah, Brawlers coming on.
That was 8 more points for the Brawlers.
Dolly Parton with the Brawlers system at 8. Here we go. 97 Thomas Nails for the Furies. 8. Going as 802 Castle for your Bay State Brawlers. Peter Forsythe block. I think that was Swedish meatball. Yes, it was. Great blocking game. It was unholy shit. Excuse me. Both of them with the 40 down. It was unholy shit. Excuse me. Both of them with the 40 down. Blocker in the box right now for Bay State. Trying to break through. No lead jammer status as of yet. 97 Thomas Nails breaks through.
Cool story, bro. Trying to keep them back.
97 Thomas Nails breaks through. Cool story, bro. It's still breaking through. It is 97. Trying to break out into point scoring position and does so. Here it comes, calling it off. Break out into point scoring position and does so. Here it is, calling it off. Nails. Right now, Furies want the clock to keep on running. They have a very large lead. They just want to try to continue status quo here. To keep on running, they have a very large lead. They just want to try to continue. 4.5 minutes to go in the game. We're back with Kara. 4.5 minutes.
Then Fatale and Dolly Parton back on the jammer line. Then Fatale and Dolly Parton back on the jammer line.
Oh, man, that's rock.
Dolly Parton taking a hard fall. Lammy through, forcing the recycle back to the back of the pack. Lammy through seems to be everywhere at once, Drew.
Huge block by
Lammy through seems to be everywhere. Huge block by Narwhal.
huge block by
Narwhal.
boys.
Huge block by Narwhal. Narwhal and Double Dog Daria bringing down number 12, then Fatale. Narwhal and Double Dog Daria bringing down number 12, then Fatale. Narwhal holding that inside lane. Narwhal holding that inside lane. Star pass to BF Skinner. Right as then Fatale calls the jam. Star pass to BF Skinner. Right as then Fatale calls the jam. One thing that's exciting about these games with less fans in the room is being able to hear this wonderful conversation and communication between the teammates. Is being able to hear this wonderful conversation and communication between the teammates.
In between the players. A lot of communication. It's a key. Coaching is a big part of the game, as is the players. Your blocking and your jamming obviously are very important. Coaching is a big part of the game. But without good coaching, you're not going to go too far. Other teams are going to take advantage of your coaching, your tactical moves you make, your formations, etc.
Got a team timeout, first timeout.
Official timeout.
3:24.
Official time. There'll be a little more than 3 minutes left in this game. Then after that, we got the Glitter versus the Goffs. We got David Bowie versus the David Bowie fans versus the Marilyn Manson fans. Should be interesting.
R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne, yeah. Ozzy wasn't goth though. Ozzy was heavy metal. But the Goths did like him because Ozzy and Black Sabbath are just all amazing.
It's the darkness.
Yes, he was. Then at Halloween, you have the Misfits against AFI. That would be a cool scrimmage to do. Misfits versus AFI. Once again, thank all you fans for coming out this year, supporting the wonderful people of Bay State Brawlers and all of our road teams, including the Western Mass Furies. These people are very worthy of your support. Road teams. They pay to play, they pay to practice. They work very hard. They get hit and knocked down on the concrete floor 12 months a year. Very hard. They get injured, just like your athletes in your baseball and your football and your hockey. They get injured. So there's definitely athletes in your baseball. 855 Gallus for the Furies going against Go Frost himself. 508, 855 Gallus for the Furies 12, tying Dolly Parton for the highest jam of the bout. For the Bay State Brawlers, highest jam of the bout. Gallus going out for the Bay State Brawlers. Will this be Gallus going out? It looks like Gallus being, or somebody's being.
Them Fatale from the last jam.
Them Fatale got sent to the box. There was a penalty at the end of the jam. This will be a. Them Fatale got sent to the box. Power jam opportunity for your Bay State Brawlers. This will be a power jam opportunity for your Bay State Brawlers.
Yeah. Narwhal. Yeah. Narwhal.
Here we go. It's going to be a penalty called on the Brawlers jammer. Here we go. It's going to be a penalty call. Frosty will only have to sit the amount of time that's the towel sack. Which means not have to sit the full 30. Frosty will only have to sit. Bella getting in there, doing some damage, breaking through them Fatale. Lead jammer status. Them already has a 12-point jam today. Lead jammer status. Them already in point scoring position, getting blocked by Unholy Ship. Great job. Also getting point scoring position, getting blocked by Unholy Ship. Great job. Also getting Animal Distress, 63. Getting through 4 points for the Furies. Animal Distress, 63. Getting through 4 points for them Fatale. At this point, Furies call it off. I was wondering if they just were going to run the clock, but they decided to take 4-0. Call it off. I was keeping their fundamentals run the clock. The score is they decided to take
169 to 72.
Keeping their fundamentals 169-72 here with a couple minutes to go. 169-72 here with a couple minutes to go.
Kills and Hooks and Gallus back on the jammer line for what is potentially the last jam of the game. Gallus back on the jammer line for what is potentially the last jam of the game. Gallus picking up lead jammer once again. Gallus picking up lead jammer once again. Lammy through, not easing up on Kills and Hooks. Lammy through, not easing up on Kills and Hooks. Gallus being met at the back of the pack by Narwhal, but making it through, picking up a few points and calling the jam. Met at the back of the pack by Narwhal, but making it through, picking up a few points and calling the jam. Oh, sorry.
Once again, it's been great working with Kara. Kara is becoming a great announcer. I think Kara has a bright future in the announce game. Kara is becoming a great announcer. Thank you, Winona, for doing all the technical aspects of today's games, the camera and everything for the online viewers. This could be the last jam of the evening. We got 2-4-6-8. Bonnie.
That's Lammy, right?
This could be the last jam of the evening. We got 2-4-6-8.
No, 44. It's 44. Hellcat.
Number 44, Hellcat. First time around. Wow. This Hellcat has got some acceleration here. Why didn't jam Hellcat earlier? This Hellcat. This player really seems to have a lot of pizzazz. Look at that move by Hellcat. Crashing into everybody. Look at that spinorama. Beautiful block though by Bay State. By Swedish Feet Roll. Beautiful block though by Bay State. Seen a lot in this jam here late in the game. Beautiful block. And Sis gets through. 4 points for Sis. And Sis gets through. 4 points also for Hellcat. 4 points. Hellcat calling it off for Hellcat.
That's the game.
That's good.
All right, that unofficially will be the game. Kara will be with you for the MVP. All right, with that unofficially. I will be signing off for the season. Kara, thank you, Bay State Brawlers. Thank you, fans. Thank you, everybody. It's been great. Thank you, Bay State Brawlers. Looking forward to doing some more again in 2025 with Kara. It's been great. Kara will be taking it from here. Thank you. Some more again in 2025 with Kara.
Thank you so much to Drew Danger, everybody.
Did awesome.
Thank you so much to Drew Danger, everybody. Now, for those who are new fans of roller derby, at the end of each game, each team nominates the most valuable blocker and a most valuable jammer from the opposing team. Each team nominates the most valuable blocker and a most valuable jammer from the opposing team. I've texted her. Oh, she's going. She's doing it. Amanda? I've texted her. Oh, she's going. She's doing it. Standing by from word of the MVB and the MVJ from each team. For word of the MVB and the MVJ from each team. If I could have everyone's attention for your Western Mass Roller Derby Furies.
jammer. No one surprised. Lammy through. The most valuable jammer. No one surprised. Lammy through. And your most valuable blocker for the Furies. Crash Car. And your most valuable blocker for the Furies. Crash Car. And for our Bay State Brawlers, we've got 2468 Sis Boom Bonnie. We've got 2468 Sis Boom Bonnie. You've got 7897 Unholy Ship. For your blocker, you've got 7897. On behalf of the Bay State Brawlers, we want to thank Western Mass Roller Derby one more time. Let's hear it for them, folks. Good game. On behalf of the Bay State Brawlers, we want to thank Western Mass Roller Derby one more time.